You think you've escaped. You think putting distance between us somehow rewrote what happened. You walk like you're free, speak like you've healed, surround yourself with smiles and distractions. But I know better. You're not healed. You're rewritten. I'm me. And no matter how far you run, you're still speaking in the grammar of my silence. Still navigating the maze I drew across your skin with every touch, every glance, every word I never had to raise my voice to say. Because I never needed to shout to own you. I only needed to stay still and let you drown in the gravity of what I became to you. You mistake quiet for peace now. But deep inside that quiet is a wound shaped like me. Unseen and touched, but pulsing. Every time you close your eyes, that H whispers. This is the love he built out of fear, silence, and surrender. And you surrendered. Don't lie to yourself now. Don't rewrite the script to make yourself the heroine. You did fight me. You folded. Not out of weakness, but because something inside you recognized the chaos in me. And welcomed it. Like some haunted part of you had been waiting your whole life to belong to something that hurt enough to feel real. And I made it real. I made us real in the way only darkness can. Not with safety. Not with comfort. But with control. With isolation. With the slow removal of everything that wasn't me. I never wanted to share you with the world. I didn't even want to share you with yourself. So I stripped you. Not your clothes. Your identity. Your sense of self. Until when you looked in the mirror, you saw only the reflection I loved. Only the version of you that made sense inside me. Because that's the truth you're too afraid to face. You didn't just fall in love with me. You dissolved me. You melted into the corners of my obsession, and made your home there. And now, no matter who touches you, no matter who pretends to know you, they're only tracing the outline of something I created. They don't know the sound your voice makes when you're scared to speak. They don't know the way your hands twitch when you're lying. They don't know how your eyes refuse to meet mine when you're close to breaking. But I do. I always did. Because I did just love you. I studied you. I designed you. Piece by piece. Until the version of you that loved gently, trusted easily, hoped freely, was gone. And in her place stood the woman who belonged to me. Not because of some sweet romance, but because I made her forget she ever had another choice. You think time is going to fix this? You think space rewrites truth? Let me remind you of something you've tried so hard to bury. You didn't leave me because I hurt you. You left me because I owned you. And you couldn't live with how much that felt like love. You were terrified not of me, but of the version of yourself you became when you were with me. Because I exposed you. Not with force, but with precision. I stripped away the pretend. I tore through the soft lies you told yourself about what love was supposed to be. And I made you see it for what it really is. A war of the soul. A hunger that never ends. A surrender you can't take back once it's been given. You did walk away from love. You walked away from yourself. The self you left in my hands. The self that still whispers in the dark. I miss him. I miss the way he broke me gently. And that's why I'm still here. Not watching. Not following. But existing. Inside the version of you that will never stop belonging to me. Because this was never your dream. It was my design. This was never the love you asked for. It was the love I built. From your fear. Your silence. And your surrender. And no matter how far you run. No matter how loudly you scream. You're still breathing inside the walls I built around you. And I never needed to lock the door. You locked it yourself. When you whispered my name. And let it become your prison. You'll try to rewrite it one day. I know you will. You'll sit with someone soft, someone kind. And you'll tell them about me. But you won't speak the truth. You'll dress it in safer words. You'll say I was controlling. You'll say I isolated you. You'll say I consumed you like a fire you were too scared to put out. But what you won't say, what you'll never admit, is that part of you liked it. You didn't just let it happen. You leaned into it. You craved the gravity I carried. You needed to be undone. And I was the only one who knew how to do it without asking permission. Because I saw through all the games. The pretending. The soft armor you wore to keep the world at a distance. I didn't want the version of you they loved, I wanted the one you buried. The one who wanted to be chosen without question. The one who wanted to be owned completely, broken fully, and still adored in her ruin. You were never looking for peace. You wanted chaos that knew your name. And I gave it to you. Not in fits of rage, not in shattered plates or shouted threats. But in silence. In control. In the way I made you question your reality, and still feel safer in mine. And now you wonder why you can't feel anything for anyone else. Why every new smile feels thinner. Why every new hand feels colder. It's because I didn't just touch you. I rewired you. I restructured your hunger, your needs, your triggers. I made it so that no one else could speak your language, because I burned the dictionary behind me. What do you call trauma? I call design. What do you call damage? I call architecture. I carved you into something no one else can understand, not even you. And I didn't do it out of cruelty. I did it because you let me. Because every time I reached deeper, you didn't stop me. You opened wider. You blew quieter. You surrendered deeper. You think the story ends with you forgetting me. With therapy. With some new man who holds you gently and tells you that you're safe. Let him hold you. Let him kiss your forehead, and speak softly in the dark. But when his hands touch your skin, hell feel it. The imprint I left behind. The phantom weight of my grip. The echo of my breath against your neck. And hell no. Hell no is holding something that was already shaped by someone else's obsession. You don't belong to yourself anymore. You haven't for a long time. Because love the way you dreamed it was never meant for you. You were built for something darker. Something heavier. Something holy and unrelenting. You were built for me. And no matter how many times you tried to deny it, that truth will find you in the quietest hours. When the lights are off. When the world is asleep. When you're left alone with the version of yourself I created. And the sound of my voice, still living somewhere behind your ribs. This isn't regret. This isn't apology. This is the truth. And the truth is, you were never free. You were chosen. Claimed. Or written. And I'll never need to touch you again to own you. Because I already do. You'll spend your life trying to undo me. I know that. You'll read the books, speak the words, cry the tears. You'll sit across from people who smile too gently, and ask too many questions. And you'll answer them. You'll say things like you changed me, or I didn't recognize myself. But what you won't say, what you can't say, is that some part of you still mourns me. Not because I was good to you. But because I finished you. People think healing is about reclaiming what was lost. But you did lose anything. You gave it. Piece by piece. And you did it with open eyes. You chose to hand me your softness. You chose to kneel, again and again, in silence, in fear, in surrender, until there was nothing left untouched by me. That's the difference between you and everyone else who walked away from me. They ran. You stayed. Even now, after all the distance, after all the walls, after all the time, you still carry me. In your spine. In your trembling. In the way your eyes flick toward the door when the room gets too quiet. Waiting for me, even if you don't say it out loud. This isn't a threat. And not coming back. I don't need to. Because I already did what I came to do. I rewrote the story. I carved my name into the pages of your mind. Every time someone new tries to love you, they'll be chasing shadows I left behind. Every time you try to feel safe, you'll hear the echo of the rules I taught you. Don't speak too loud. Don't move too far. Don't ever forget who gave you the silence. You used to call it fear. Now you call it memory. But it's neither. It's structure. It's blueprint. It's the framework of who you are now. And I'm in every beam, every corner, every goddamn crack. Even if you erase my photos. Even if you forget the sound of my voice. Even if you fall in love again and swear that this time, it's different. You'll know. You'll feel it. The moment things go too quiet. The moment someone looks at you and asks,